Contrary to popular belief, the archive isn't simply home to dusty old tomes and texts. No, the archive is home to all sorts of materials, including newer ones, such as this gem titled How Not to Get Eaten by Owlbears, written by Anne Toole, a writer best known for her work in television and video games, and published by Dorling Kindersley in 2024. As the subtitle does a fantastic job of spoiling, the book is meant to serve as an A to Z guide to everything to be found in the Forgotten Realms for the fledgling, though no less intrepid and spunky, adventurer. From cities to monsters and everything in between, one would be hard-pressed to find a relevant part of D&D's most well-known world that isn't covered in one way or another throughout the text. The contents are supposedly penned by a dragonborn by the name of Falgris, an apprentice of the legendary Volo. Written with a comedic bent, the book more than leans into the nature of its haphazard, less than entirely serious style. Falgris more so rambles than ever writes a complete coherent thought, filling in the text with a mishmash of advice and personal experience, topped off with no shortage of harumphing over Volo's less attractive qualities. One has to wonder where the Ranger managed to find such an astounding collection of artwork, beautifully drawn and allowing the reader to more accurately visualize the locations, monsters, and figures as they are described. Despite the fashion in which the book is constructed, it truly does contain a wealth of information about the realms. Towns are broken down into their individual parts, making light of elements such as geography, established societies, and local delicacies. Adventurers will undoubtedly find themselves better prepared to face their foes for the way that what makes enemies tick is detailed, and there's even enough space left on the crowded pages for a bit of extra flavor, such as instructions in how to survive in the wild or tolerate your fellow companions. That it manages to cram all of this into just 120 small pages or so only makes the effort all the more impressive. If the book is guilty of any fault, it's probably that the breadth of its depth is far from evenly distributed. More popular areas, namely places like Baldur's Gate, Waterdeep, and the Dales, are gone through with a fine-tooth comb in the book's beginning, whereas the more exotic locations such as the Underdark and Ravenloft, left towards the end, don't get nearly the same love with much briefer sections. Even still, what is there is enough to satisfy. Though clearly intended for younger audiences, there is no reason that even a weathered veteran can't find plenty to savor in Falgris's writings. It certainly surprises with just how much it manages to do despite its small size. One mustn't rob themselves of such a fun, lighthearted experience for belief that it isn't meant for them. One could also choose to embrace their inner child and forego the writings in favor of just perusing the illustrations. This archivist won't judge.